Hello, this is CK Brown 7, and we are back for another commentary. This time, the Movie Villain Wars, Round 3. Let us get started. So we start off with Simon Phoenix versus Charles Lee Ray. Good fights, even though these are two movies I've never seen before. Never seen Demolition Man, so I don't know what to think of Simon. Oh, I'm guessing he's some smart aleck person. As for Charles Lee Ray, never seen Child's Play, and after reading some of the reviews, I don't know if I'd be interested, because it looks like a really creepy film. I know it's the franchise that has Chucky in it, the very creepy serial killer doll. I'm guessing that's where this is going to lead eventually. I'm guessing Charles Lee Ray is the guy who becomes Chucky. Maybe? I don't know. That's just creepy. And here we go to TX versus Selena. And of course, I'm assuming that Selena, she is from the Alien movies, because, I mean, yeah, we saw her with the Xenomorphs, I think, I don't know. Like, she's sort of their... I don't know, she has something involved with the aliens, I don't know. As for TX, never saw any of the Terminator films. Yeah, not much to say on that fight. It was still a good fight, though. And here we go to Bill the Butcher versus Bernita Green, I think is her name. Yeah, her. And of course, we get all these characters and all. Gangs in New York, like I said, I've never seen, but from what I've read on the IMDb website, it's considered to be like the second most violent gangster-type film, right after Casino. As for Venita, I've never seen a Kill Bill, any of the Kill Bill movies, so don't know what to think of it. Wonder where that's going to lead eventually. And we go to, what was it? Oh yeah, Dorian Gray versus Creedy. So Adam Sutler sends Creedy to deal with Dorian. I am familiar with Dorian Gray because he was used in the non-Disney Villain tournaments, even though I still have not seen the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Creedy, never seen V for Vendetta. Although from what I've researched, it seems like a... Well, then again, I think 80% of the movies you're using in this tournament are really violent films. Maybe even 90. So yeah, that's what I've noticed. Yeah, like right there, where Dorian just sliced them up like that. I do know that Dorian is immortal because he sold his soul, and the soul's like in a painting or something like that. So yeah. Now we go to Beetlejuice versus Dorian Tyrell. Funny, we have two Dorians in this round. Interesting. Although this is the Dorian from The Mask, which, again, another movie I've not seen. I'm familiar with The Mask, but I don't think I've seen it. I've seen parts of Son of the Mask, but, yeah. Beetlejuice, I think I have seen Beetlejuice, but it's been so long that I don't remember. I do remember some bits, I've seen parts of it, but, yeah. You know, let's say Beetlejuice probably has some of the funniest things he says.
Boy, do you know how to pick up. Let me ask you something. This relationship really flawed. I was shot at her at all.
Yeah, like what he just said there. Even though I could not understand what he just said right there. He was talking too fast. Loved what you did here with the merge tool. You're probably the first person to use the merge tool for a live action fight. I don't think Man Moon Windman's done that yet. Love what he did with the golf ball thing. And I guess that's interesting. And here we go to Ironmonger versus Megatron. Now, like I stated in my other commentaries, I was never a fan of the Transformers cartoons. The movies were okay, though. I'll say, like, my brother, my little brother, he's a Transformers nut, and he has all 3 of them on DVD. The first one I've seen quite a few times. The second and third I've only seen once, so I don't remember much from them. The Iron Man movie, I may have seen bits and pieces, but I don't think I've seen the whole thing. Like I said, Marvel is another thing I never really got into as a kid. So we get this epic robot fight. Now, like I said, the Transformers movies were actually pretty good. I mean, when you compare them to the cartoons are just cheesy, in my opinion. But the movies are good, especially with the effects they use when they transform and all. Must have taken forever to make them. And this Ghost Rider music goes pretty well with the fight as well. And of course, Megatron wins. I'm assuming that he and the Decepticons are going to be given a larger role in this series. Yeah, that has to be a really awful way to go. And finally, we have Red Skull versus Agent Smith. Like I said, I never saw Captain America. Although I guess I am kind of familiar with who Red Skull is. He's basically like a Nazi leader. Wait, was that that dude that was just there? Was that the Gosh, I can't remember his name, but wasn't he the villain from the Inglourious Basterds? What you just showed? Because I recognize him from the non-Disneyland format. And like I said, never saw any of the Matrix films, so I don't know what to think of Agent Smith. Good night. You have a lot of movies on here I've never seen before. That was interesting. He just turned into a cop. I understand that Agent Smith can like transform into, well, not transform, but I guess you could call it transform, but you can turn into different people. And he turns Red Skull to look like himself. Interesting. Wonder where that's gonna lead. That must have been the 3rd time I'd said that. But seriously, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. And now we go to the epic log. So, Cobra's forces are getting larger, as now we have Miles Quaritch. Now, I will say, Avatar I thought was a really good film. I mean, I guess it is kind of overrated. I mean, it was more it became more successful than Titanic. from what I understand. But I thought it was a pretty good film, because, I mean, the effects and the animation and the battle scene was really epic. So I'm glad Miles Quaritch is here. I hope he gets an appearance in Disney vs. non-Disney villains in the non-Disney villain tournament. But I guess, like what the nostalgia critic said about Avatar, is that it's really just the story that's not that good. Because it's basically just a live-action Pocahontas. In fact, I guess Miles Quaritch, I guess you could say he's kind of like a live-action Ratcliffe, but he looks more like a live-action Commander Rourke, in my opinion.
The time has come for the Cobra to rise up and reveal itself.
And I guess Agent Smith is part of that as well. And Simon gets captured by Jango Fett and the Droidekas.
Oh, I'm so scared.
And Oren has some bodyguards. And we get a alliance of vampires. Deacon Frost and some other guy, I'm not sure who it is. And Dorian Gray and I think Dorian Tyler and Buckingham. And Moriarty from Sherlock Holmes and Book of Shadows. Actually, I think it's just Dorian Gray. Dorian Tyler was defeated by Beetlejuice. Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember what the description said. And here we have Lex Luthor and Kingpin. Never seen the live-action Superman or Daredevil.
Necessary? No.
Don't know who that guy was. And Xerxes, that's a surprise. We're using 300 in this war now. And for the first time, we're actually using Xerxes from 300. I mean, I know things have gotten violent so far in this war, but now we do know things are really going to get violent. You know, if someone ever does a live-action heroes versus live-action villains fight, you know, have, it's been so long since I've seen 300, but I think, you know, the main protagonist, Leonidas, I think, was that the guy's name? You know, the guy who goes, "This is Spartan," and all that? Just imagine have him yell, "This is Spartan," and then he kicks an opponent off a cliff or whatever, you know, I'm just saying. It would be very interesting. Don't know where Commodus is from. And Selena is still alive. And Blackwood raises Imhotep back from the dead. And that was incredibly creepy. So yeah, that was my commentary on the movie Villain Wars Round 3. Sorry if it wasn't as good as my past commentaries, I just didn't have that much to say on it. It was still a good round, there just wasn't anything, you know, that stuck out. Mostly because most of the movies I've never seen of, never heard of, you know, etc. But yeah, that's actually all the rounds you've made so far as Zero the Killer, so guess I'll just have to wait and see what you have planned for the next upcoming round. So yeah, this is CK Problem 7, and have a nice day.